Hey everyone, welcome to our Monday night call. Super excited. If you can get to where we can see you and cut on your camera, and that is awesome because visibility is accountability. Tonight is the first call of May 2022, and we are excited. Here is why I'm pumped. We have got a ton planned. We've got a ton going on. Danielle and I are both learning and soaking in stuff as fast as we can and can't wait to just, throw it all back at you and for you to be able to soak it in and learn and grow. And so I want to start off very first thing with some recognition and some announcements and a testimony. And then we're going to dive into a little bit of training tonight with setting our intention and our vision for May. So yay! Give me a one in the comments if you were excited. I need some interaction tonight, some energy, because we are going to have fun. This business is fun and we're going to have fun. Okay. So I want you to be ready to unmute and give super big shout outs for consistency bonus earners. Consistency bonus means that if you are gold and above and you had ranked to your rank and then you hit it again this last month, you earned a consistency bonus. So Danielle earned $200, Valerie earned $100, Christy and Pam both earned $75. So let's give a shout out to them. Unmute. Let's give some whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Great job, everyone.
So excited. Also, we had a rank up this last month, and she just swept in there right on the last day and just kicked it and got it done and ranked up to senior silver. So please help me congratulate my mother-in-law, Miss Gail Lackey.
Woo, way to go, Gail.
Yay! I'm excited. And then our top enrollers for the month of April were Miss Danielle Varnell with 5 and Valerie Lance with 4. Let's whoop. I text Valerie and tell her to get on here. All right. And then we had several of you guys that were at silver or senior silver, and you maintained your rank as well. So I know you don't get that extra bonus, but I just want to congratulate you and say yay to all those that maintain rank of silver or senior silver. That is awesome. So we also had several people host events this month. So events that were hosted were, I know Heather and Jennifer Mumphrey and my mom, Pat, because she's Jennifer's sponsor. They went to Knoxville to do Heather Mumphrey a sip and see. I know Sarah Wooten had a sip and see last weekend. She had several ladies show up, and Danielle and I zoomed in literally on a Zoom call in the middle of her sip and see, and it was awesome. And then we also had Pam Jordan did a sip and see. And I was out of town and my mom went with Pam. So one Plexus shout out to my mom because that did not benefit her at all. Pam is a sideline. So I love that one Plexus team spirit that you had going over there to help Miss Pam. So congratulations, guys. I am excited about this month. Now, we always, at the beginning of the month, we do a few things, okay? So we go back and we reflect, and then we evaluate, and then we look forward, okay? So going back and reflecting, one thing I want to reflect on is I heard a great testimony this week at church. So on the products, so I said testimony at church, and y'all didn't know where I was going, did you? It was on the products. So I'm going to ask Miss Pam Jordan if she can share with me the testimony that was shared with me this weekend at church.
Yeah, my husband Curtis started using, he was having some struggles with some weight. Also got diagnosed as pre-diabetic. And so we reached out to LaToya, I guess it was around December, and asked her to, this is when they had the three-day sample packs. So we did that, and then we eventually got hold of her and said, let's go ahead and do this. But even then, didn't really get serious about it until about March, and that's when everything kicked in. Curtis has lost about 25 pounds. with that, and just changing eating habits, working out, being very consistent on the triplex. He also uses the block and the balance, and pretty consistently. So we're just real excited that he's been able to accomplish that in such a short time.
That is
He's
so
looking good.
awesome. That is
Yeah,
so
he's looking
awesome.
good.
All right, y'all smile and take a picture. There we go. All right, love it. Yes, that is amazing. 25 pounds. Come on, as Alita would say. And you can really tell a difference, like in his face and everything. And
Yeah.
so,
Can I say something real quick?
yes, ma'am.
I was over there, well, it was when we were flying to Dallas. I was over there early in the morning. And so I'm inside waiting to get ready to leave. And I was just amazed. He's over there by himself, and he's got his bottle, and he's got all his supplements, and he's just pouring in there, and he's just, going about it like it's just nothing, and enjoying it, and seeing a man do that was just touched me.
I love it. That's awesome. And I'm going to shout out my husband. Speaking of the men, this is a shout out time for the men tonight. Where are our men at? Yesterday at lunch, we were sitting there, we were talking about some of the products, and we mentioned something about Active, and Chris told my mom, he's like, I had an Active this weekend. He said, I could actually feel it. He's like, I felt pretty good and I didn't get any jitters. And I just wanted to be like, because that's what I've been telling you. But I was so proud of him because he kept saying, I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm like, boy, just drink it. Just drink you an Active and a Hydrate and just throw it in there. And he did. So now he is on the Active train as well and loving it. I drink Active every single day and have my Hydrate with it. And I also take Edge every day. So that leads me into our specials for the month of May. So Active is our all natural energy drink. It does not have a ton of sugar in it like the other energy drinks does, whatever. And it is actually, you get it for free, a bag of Active of the Starfruit Guava flavor. That's the only flavor, Starfruit Guava. You get that for free with your welcome pack. So when someone joins with a welcome pack, it's $9.99 still for the membership fee. They join with their welcome pack, they get a free bag of Active that's automatically added. You don't have to do anything special there. I believe the SAM 2020 code is still working as well for 10% off. If anybody knows, let me know. And also the product of the month is Edge. Guys, if you have not tried Edge, you want to get Edge. I love Edge. I take Edge every single day. It helps with mental clarity and focus and energy. So in the mornings, I get up and I do my supplements. I take all my stuff, and I take my my Slim, and my Edge is in there with my supplements. And then I wait a couple of hours because I've taken the Ease and stuff. I want to wait a couple of hours before I eat. So I do that. Generally, my blood sugar does not drop down low. If yours does with the Slim, you may wait and do that a little separately. But then at lunch, I do an Active and a Hydrate in the afternoon. And I have good, clean energy all day long. I mean, it is almost 9 o'clock at night and I'm still rocking and rolling and feeling good. So, and I have been running all day. I've worked out in the yard this morning. I have been up since early this morning. I spent 2 hours with Jesus in the book of Ephesians. I'll tell you all about that later. It was so good. So anyway, so for you to get the product of the month, if you add that to your monthly subscription, you get 50 Plexus perk points. Okay, so you get extra perk points with the product of the month when you add it into your subscription. It's not a one-off order, just put it into your monthly sub, and when it ships out, you get those extra points. Okay, if you did not know, when you get your second order, so the first auto ship order after you start, you get 250 welcome Plexus perk points. Okay, and so for your people that when their first auto ship goes through, you need to text them immediately and say, oh my gosh, Susie, guess what? You have earned 250 Plexus perk points. That is about $25 in free product. What are you going to get? Let's talk about it. That's a great time to add active or edge or hydrate or vitamins to Sally's regimen. Okay. So you want to make sure you're making those phone calls and letting them know, because that Plexus perks, guys, who loves their perks? Give me a 5 in the comments if you love your perks. I love me some perks. Tell me what you get with your perks. Like, put it in the comments. Let's just see what people get. I love to get, I save mine up and I get my Joyome or collagen or something like that. That's usually what I get. I get an extra little face care, skincare stuff is what I get. Active, collagen, awesome. Let me know what you get with your perk points. Collagen is a big one, right? It's so good. So that's what we do. So we save up several months. The more points you have, the bigger products you get to purchase, or the more products you get to add to your sub. And those as well ship out in your sub each month. So also for May, our incentives are exciting. So the second quarter incentives are still continuing. So for this month and next month, that means the double rank up bonus. So if you hit silver, you not only get your $100 regular bonus for silver, but you get another $100 for the double bonus of silver. And if you are in your fast start window, you get another $100. That's $300 plus other things. It's over $400 right now. Someone joins this month and ranks up to fast start silver. It is over $400, guys. That is crazy. That is ridiculous money. Okay. If you re-rank, meaning you were at senior silver in, say you're at senior silver in, March. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to count my months backward. Say you're at senior silver in March, you went back to silver in April, and you rank back up to senior silver this month, you will get a re-rank bonus for that rank. Then if you hold your rank that we talked about earlier, so for gold and above, because those are more points and it's harder to, more distance in between the rank ups there. So if you're gold and above and you hold your rank, you also get a bonus, a consistency bonus. Now, on top of all of that good bonus money, Plexus this month is giving us double building business bonuses after you add 2 people. So when you add somebody with a $100 welcome pack, that's $20 that you get, right? Once you add your second person, they're going to double that money. Okay. And then every person after that is doubled on that money. So that's $40 a person after your 2 people. Okay. So for the rest of this month. So that's huge. So if you add 6 people this month, that's a lot of money. What is that? That's 100 extra bucks, right? No, 6, 8, 10. That's $200 extra. Okay. Because you get $100 for the regular building business bonus on level 1s, and then it's doubled. So bam to the bam, bam. Okay. Lots of money coming out. Now you're like, Latoya, it was so much easier for me to aim at a tablet and to get a tablet and to aim at 6 people and I get a tablet than it is for me to just aim for some money. So I really want you to be thinking about what do you want to aim for and what are you going to buy with that? So if you add 5 people this month, where's that going to have you? Where's it going to have you for rank up? Where's it going to have you for income? And with that income, what are you going to do with it? Because if you assign something to those dollars, it makes it more tangible, right? Maybe you've been wanting to buy a new coffee table or a new chair for your bedroom, and you've had your eye on this chair and it's $400 and your husband's not going to let you go buy it, but you really want it. Maybe that's what you do. Maybe you have a credit card that you're wanting to pay off. Maybe you have $300 left on that credit card bill and you're like, you know what? I want to get that off of us. I'm going to get my people so that I can get that off of us this month. Maybe you're moving like Miss Gail. Okay. Maybe you're doing things like that. And you're like, man, I need new furniture, or I want to buy something fresh. I want new curtains for my new house, or whatever it is. So guys, assign that dollar amount to something, because it does seem like it's easier when you're focused on, I'm going to add 6 and get a tablet. It seems like it's a lot more energy driven that way versus what do I do with this money? Okay. So I want you to really assign the money. So for me right now, my hair is like a thing. And so I'm going to get an extensions put in my hair on Friday, and I'm super stoked about it. And they are not cheap. They are expensive. And by golly, that's what my money's going for. So my bonus money is going to my extensions. Okay. So be thinking about that. Like, what do you want to do with your bonus money? Okay. So just chop that in the chat. If you have an idea of like, if I had $400 extra this month, I would like to do this. Like, type that in the chat and put that on something, because I'm telling you guys, there is power in actually visualizing something, right? With no vision, the people perish. Right. So if we don't have vision, if we're not running after our tangible goals, not just like rank ups and things, we're going to talk about that tonight. It's more than a rank up. But if we're not doing tangible things each and every day, each and every week to go towards building our business, if we don't know our why, which we're going to talk about soon too, if we don't have all of that, it's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to get up and to work on days when you're like, yeah, I could go, sit outside today, or I could go for a walk, or I could go, visit somebody, or watch TV, Netflix, whatever. It keeps you from getting down that road and staying on target, right? Staying on target. So yeah, flying the kids to a resort at the end of May. I love that. I love that. So yeah, any extra dollars there, that's going to be like spending money for their trip, right? I mean, that is fun stuff right there. Okay. It was so fun to be able to take my husband and us go to Panama City, spur of the moment, last week. Like, we just decided to go like 2 days before we went, and we went, and that was so fun to be able to do. And that was because of Plexus bonus money. Okay. So think of what you're going to do with your money. If it's $200, if it's $2,000, what are you going to do with it? You want to assign that. Other announcements real quick. I'm trying to move really, really fast here because I want to get to some good stuff. I updated some things on our team page today. So if you go over to the Hope Identity Freedom team page, make sure you scroll through there. I added some graphics and things that you can use with compliant language on it for the new graphics, the new branding. So you can put that in your stories. You can put it on your post. Take a graphic a day, guys, and just put it in your stories. It doesn't have to be all over your Plexus page. Put it in your stories, a graphic a day of a product, and then tell why you like that product. Take a picture of yourself with the product, right? If you got the new branding, if you got the new triplex in, like some of us ordered the day that it was available, I took pictures the other day, guys, of me. Let me show you. I'll even show you just so you can see what I'm talking about. But I had my hair and my makeup on, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. So what I did, this is what you do. When you're feeling good about yourself, you start taking pictures. You go and you change your outfit, and you change your earrings, and you just take pictures, get in front of a window and start taking pictures, do different expressions, all that stuff. But look, I went and got my joy on, got pictures of my joy on, right? What else did I get pictures of? I got pictures of, got pictures with our new branding, with our product, right? I got pictures holding the BioCleanse and all that stuff. So that's what you do when you're having a good hair and makeup day. Look, I went and changed into the shirt that I have on even. And I started, because the active, it was yellow. So I got me a yellow shirt on, right? So I mean, when you're feeling decent about yourself that day, go ahead and get in front of the mirror, take 20 minutes and take some pictures, okay? Because that's stuff you can use later for posts. When you're looking like this, you can grab one of those. Trust me, you grab one of those and you post it, and people think, oh, look at her, she's got herself together today. They don't know I ain't even brushed my teeth. I have not even brushed my teeth today. They don't even know that. Okay. Like they just go for it because they think that you got your stuff all together and that's what you want to do. Okay. So be doing that. Go to the Facebook page, look for those compliant language posts that you can share in your stories. Oh, I want to announce 2 new calls that we're going to have for newbies, guys. I want y'all to write these down, okay? Let me get my information so I can tell you when we're doing them. Okay. For all your newbies, they're going to be getting this in a text message too. But for all your newbies, you can jump on this call as well with them on Monday nights at 6:30 or Wednesdays at 11 a.m. They can get on that call and they have to register for it. There's a registration link I'll show you. They register to get on this call. It lets me know to show up and be there. And I'm going to unbox or unpack their Plexus box with them. So we're going to unpack their box with them. We're going to talk about their products. We're going to see what they ordered. We're going to tell them how to take it. We're going to answer any questions, that kind of thing. So either myself or Danielle, one of our leaders, will be on that call with those people that have signed up, whether it's one person or 5 people or whatever. I don't expect these to be large crowds, and I don't expect them to actually have people in them every single time. But when we can get people in there, guys, this is going to help us to duplicate. This is going to help our attrition rate. It's going to help them to stay on the products. It's going to give them another face of Plexus, more community, right? Anything we can do like this to bring them into our community is huge. So they're not just dealing with you, with the one person, right? So that's a big deal. So we want to get them on those calls. So Monday nights at 6:30 or Wednesdays at 11. Those are going to be 30 minutes, up to 30 minutes, okay? Also, they are going to be invited to a call on how to share Plexus with their friends. So we're going to tell them how to share, and that is going to be happening immediately after the unpacking call. Okay, so that will be at on Mondays nights at 7 and Wednesdays at 11:30. Okay, so they can also just jump into that call, even if they've already been on the products and they're just now thinking, hey, I want to share this. How do I do that? They can go ahead and register for that call and jump into that as well. Okay, so we will be doing those on Monday nights and then Wednesday midday. That gives 2 opportunities a week, one in the evening, one midday, for all of our new people to plug into. And guys, I want you to plug in them. Now I'm going to share my screen with you because I want to show you something I'm working on. I don't have it completely done, but it is close to done. Oh, gravy. I hate it when it does that. I can't see. Okay, this is something they're going to get when they join our team. They're going to get a link to this page in a text message. Okay, so it says, welcome to our family. Hope identity freedom. Below are a few things to help you get started. Okay. Then they're going to hear about the unpack your Plexus box. Join us for a call. Here's where they reserve their spot. When they click this, look at what happens. It opens up and it tells them, hey, this is what this call is about. We're going to make sure you reach your goals. You didn't just buy some products. You bought personal coaching team and an inspiring community. So we want them to know they are getting a lot with us. And then they click on the date. They fill it out. It takes them to a questionnaire. Check this junk out, guys. Who's excited about this? Give me one in the comments. I'm excited. So first name, last name, who introduced you to Plexus, phone number, because they get a reminder text an hour before the call to remind them to jump on. And then says, so we can better coach you. What health goals are you hoping Plexus can help you with? What attracted you to trying the products? And then so that we know more about what we would be unpacking, what products did you purchase? Okay. And then it has text messages again, apparently, and I need to remove that. But anyway, so there's that one. Then, if I get this thing to go away. I hate my little boxes up here. Oh, I can move that. I didn't know that. Yay. Okay. Then it says join our community. This takes them to our Facebook page. Okay. It is our prayer that you find our Facebook page a valuable resource and source of inspiration. Then it's more fun with friends. We know how exciting and sometimes scary beginning a health journey can be. Why not have 3 friends begin the journey with you? Plexus knows that you have 80% higher success rate when you have accountability and a buddy to get healthy with you. When you share your referral link and have a friend join you, Plexus will give you free product or cash. And then I have the breakdown of what they can actually get this month when they start adding. So then they can join us for a call to learn how to share that. Okay, so that's one text they're going to get. Another text that they're going to get this month is this. I'm so excited about this stuff, y'all. Who's excited? Y'all excited? Okay, so this is May news. So they're going to scroll down for more information. Okay, it's going to tell them refer a friend to Plexus and they will get our new Starfruit Guava Active with their welcome pack order, and it tells them about Active. Add Edge to your monthly subscription and earn 50 perk points. Okay. Everybody, enjoy your health journey with a friend. Plexus gives us cash, blah, blah, blah. Double building bonuses all month long. Want to earn $400 to $2,000 this month? Scroll down. Okay, want to know more? Message us or join us on a call. This is where they can save their seat at that how to share call. Okay, then we're going to give them some things to help them. We're going to give them a 15-minute arms workout. So again, this is what we're serving our community. I also just released, I haven't put this out there yet, but it's on YouTube. I did a little 19-minute podcast on self-sabotage. So I put a link to that there. So again, we're giving back to them. We're giving them free things that we feel like will benefit their life. We're inviting them to join our weekly team call. Right? Ready to learn more about our products, how to grow a successful side or full-time income. We would love to help you. Join us for our weekday power hour. I've got power hour on there, and let them know whether they're building a business or just loving the products, that they can go there for inspiration. Our in-person team training day, guys. This leads me to our next announcement. May the 14th. Okay. Saturday, May the 14th. Reserve your seat. You're going to get this. I'm going to be sending this out to everyone. So when you get this text, I want you to go and reserve your seat for the training. And there's a few questions there for you to ask as well, or for you to answer as well. For some reason, whenever you pull it up, it says 9:30 and 10. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Just pick one and get in there. That means you're coming that day. Okay. Let me stop my sharing for just a second. Guys, the 14th, when I tell you it is important for you to be here, it is important for you to be here. And I mean this. If you are on this call, if you are making Plexus a priority in your life, you're talking about it, you're going to convention, you're on the team calls, your spouse and your family know that you're doing Plexus, you need to be at the training on the 14th. I cannot stress that enough. It will be game-changing for your business. Okay, we are putting a lot of work into the training that we're doing that day. If you live within a 3-hour radius of Lebanon, Tennessee, you need to make plans to be here. If you need to move an appointment that you have on that day, unless it's somebody getting married and you're like, needing to go to that wedding, something major like that you cannot get out of, you need to move whatever you have and get to my house on the 14th. Okay. I cannot stress how important that is. You are going to walk away so equipped and so inspired and so connected to your team and so connected to your vision and your business that it will catapult your business to another level. I'm promising you. Guys, I'm going to be coming back from a week of jewel training. I leave Monday to go to jewel school. Okay. I will be back at midnight, like 11:59 Thursday night. Okay. Friday morning, I will just sleep in a little bit on Friday, and then I'm going to be getting my house ready and getting food ready for you guys to come over on Saturday, because I'm telling you what, I'm going to be so full of wonderful things to bring back to you on top of what we're already planning for you. Danielle and I have already been talking about stuff. My husband is going to do a session in our training, guys. He volunteered that. What's up? Okay. So I'm telling you, when I'm telling you that people are buying into this vision, they're buying into this business, you want to be there. You want your team there. If you have anybody that you have been trying to get to work this business with you, anybody that has expressed interest, you want to get them to this training on the 14th. Okay. Be like we used to be when I was a youth pastor. I would tell the kids, get your friends to church, tell them you'll buy them a Big Mac. I don't care how they come. I don't care how they look. I don't care what's going on. Just get them here. And then Jesus will love on them. So I'm just going to tell you, get your people here and we will love on them. Okay. Get your people to this training. Everybody coming? I hope so. Okay. Also, so if we were to keep scrolling, you would see there's a thing about convention in there. There's some other things. So that newsletter text is going to go out to everybody in our Plexus team. Okay. And hopefully that will be tomorrow or the next day when I get that done and work. I've got some bugs still to work out in it. And get that out to everybody. Okay. So make sure we're plugging people into the unpacking your Plexus box call, to the how to share call, and that they're tuning into power hours. I have not seen your faces on power hours. I'm just going to be mama for a minute. Why are you not tuning into power hour? I'm looking at all of you. Why are you not tuning into power hour? Guys. Okay. I see some of you on power hour. Sometimes this morning I flipped through and I did not see faces at the time I was flipping through anyway. I did not see any of our faces but mine there. And guys, I'm just telling you right now, if you're missing power hour, you are missing mindset for the day. You are missing intention. You are missing inspiration. You are missing passion. You are missing things that can correct and adjust your business that 1 degree that will send your trajectory to another level. You are missing those things. So make sure that you go back and watch that. And then that's all I'm going to say about any of that. Okay, now, here we go. I want to talk about our ranking up, okay? When we set goals for the month, there's a couple things we have to do. Number one, we have to look back and evaluate what happened last month, what we were pleased with, what we were not pleased with, what activity we did, what activity we avoided. Okay. Those are some things I really want you to ask yourself, and let's talk about it. You and I can get on a call and talk about it. If you do not have a weekly coaching call scheduled with me and you are on this call, all the faces I'm looking at are building this business, you need to schedule a weekly call with me. Okay. I know Jennifer, Pam, and Christy all have weekly coaching calls scheduled with me. Okay, Danielle and I talk all the time too as well. So, but you need to, like, let's schedule a time. Like, Mom, I know you're my mom, and Gail, I know you're my mother-in-law, but we need to schedule a time where we're not mom and mother-in-law and daughter and all that. So we need to schedule a time that it's LaToya and the Plexus team member. Okay. And let's schedule a time to talk about your goals and talk about how you're going to hit them and talk about limitations that you're coming up in your mind. If you are scared to book a call with me, if you do not want to book a call with me, you need to ask yourself why you don't want to book a call with me. And do you want this business? If you have asked your team member to book a call with me or to get on a three-way with me and they are not doing it, I would ask them why. Hey, why are you not setting up this three-way call? You said you were going to. What's happening? Why are you not doing it? Because I'm telling you right now, if you said LaToya will give you $100,000 if you show up on a call with her this week, do you think they would find time in their schedule? Guess what? If you do this business and you show up on the calls with me, you're going to get $100,000 because you're going to reach Emerald, you're going to reach Sapphire, you're going to reach Diamond. So you need to think of the calls with me, with Alita, with Power Hour, with team trainings. That's you getting $1,000. That's you getting a $10,000 check. That's you getting a $100,000 check. Guys, I am not going to stop until we are all where we want to be. And that is up to you. And I'm not saying everybody on this call has to be a jewel, because if that's not what you want, then I don't want that for you. If you want to be a senior gold and you want to stay at senior gold for the rest of your life, that is 100% fine with me. I just want to help you get there. It's not about the rank to me. It's about you reaching your goals. That's why we're going to work the first part of that Saturday on our why. Like, we're going to spend some time there on that Saturday because it's that important. Because if you don't nail that down and I don't understand your why, and you don't understand your why, then I don't know how to help you, and you're not going to reach your goal anyway. Right? So I really want you to put some emphasis on the importance of yourself. Every single one of you that I'm looking at on this call, I just want to cry. Every single one of you has expressed to me real need, real want for this business. I've seen you work it. I've seen you do the things. I've seen you learn and start to stretch your comfort zone. I've seen you do the things. So don't limit yourself by not showing up to a call or a training or a coaching call. Do not limit yourself. All that is self-sabotage. If you are thinking of reasons to not come to my house on the 14th that are not legitimate reasons that you could call me with and not be embarrassed with, you're self-sabotaging. And so I want you to not, you are worth more than that. Your family is worth more than that. Your goals are worth more than that, right? I mean, Pam wants to retire in a year, less than a year. She wants to retire in 10 months. She has an agenda, okay? Jennifer said, why you got to call me out like that? Because I love you, girl. Love is truth, okay? What did they say? Honesty is kind or whatever. Guys, seriously, if we're going to do this, if you're going to hit your goals and you want us to help you, you have to let us help you, right? So I know that we pushed and pushed and pushed. We had the tablet, we had all this stuff going on in March. We hit Emerald. It was huge. Everybody was ranking up. We added 156 people to the 136 people to the team. Like all kinds of stuff was happening. Then last month, everybody went to sleep. Everybody went to sleep. I don't know what happened. I know part of it was we weren't having our team calls. We weren't seeing each other face to face every week. That will never happen again. I don't care if me and Danielle have to hire robots to come in here and do a team call. Somebody's doing a team call on Monday nights. Okay. That junk is happening every week. We're going to see your faces. Okay. And then coaching calls. That's the other thing we were not doing last month. So part of evaluating last month is I want you to think back and say, why did I stop? What happened? What thoughts were I thinking? What thoughts was I thinking? And really hone in and get serious with yourself. I've had some serious limitation thoughts this last month. I hit Emerald and freaked out. I ain't even gonna lie. I hit Emerald and freaked out. I didn't know what to do anymore. I got my head back on now, we back in. But I'm just saying, stuff happens, guys. You work so hard, you hit this rank, and then it's like, now what do I do? Right? And we do the things that we did to get there. We never stop doing the things we did to get there, right? People say it works so well, we quit doing it. Duh. Like, why do that? We want systems in place that we are doing 10 years from now, 20 years from now, because they just work and they're simple and everybody can do them. So that's what we're working on this month. Okay. So thinking back, you don't have to answer this out loud because I do want to walk you guys through real quick some of that stuff Caitlin was talking about on the Power Hour this morning about how to realistically look at your numbers. And I think that's so important for all of you on this call, especially. I think it's so important for you to understand that. So look back and think, what did I not do that I know I should have been doing last month? Why did I not do it? And then bring that to our coaching call. I want you to book a call with me and let's figure that out this week. Okay. All right. Now, so Caitlin was talking about, you're looking at your goal. It's okay to say, I want to hit my next rank. That's totally okay to say. You should be saying that. You should be wanting to look to your next rank. If you're gold, you should be wanting to move to senior gold. That's where you should want to be going. Okay. Now, with that though, that doesn't mean you hit a rank every single month. Okay. Our lower ranks are silver, senior silver, gold, senior gold. Those can be moved through in a pretty decent amount of time, depending on how much time you're working in and, you know, the alignment of the stars and all that stuff, right? From senior gold and above, you have to have several things in place. You have to know your back office. You have to understand your points and how that works. You have to know your attrition rate, and you have to be developing leaders and duplicating. So our job as leaders is, while you're going from silver to senior gold, while you're doing that, we need to be teaching you those skills. So that's what we're learning tonight. We're going to learn about how points and what that looks like, because we can set a points goal. We can set a rank goal and a points goal, and we can mark it back, and we can say, okay, here's where I'm at. Here's approximately how long it would take me to get to my next rank if I have consistent growth. I'm not talking about skyrocket. I'm not talking about crazy out of the water, boom, boom, boom. I'm talking about just consistent activity, consistent growth. This business loves speed, yes, but it thrives and it lasts on consistency and stability. I'm going to say that again. This business loves speed, yes, but it thrives and it lasts on consistency and stability. Okay. That came from LaToya's mind. That wasn't even out of a book, y'all. Okay. That is how this business works. Okay. So I asked Miss Pam if we could use her for examples of numbers tonight, because she's a gold. So I feel like that's a good amount of people to be able to tell a few things. And you guys can see whether you're above gold or under gold, that you can see where we're going with this. Okay. So on your paper, I want you to write this down, because you're going to write this down as we're figuring this out together. So that way you can go back and do it for yourself. Number one thing you need to figure out is, what is your attrition rate? An attrition rate means the number of people that are dropping off. Okay. It's a natural thing in our business. It does not mean that you have failed. All of this stuff, guys, I'm just going to preference this as well. All of this is numbers and it's information. It does not say good things or bad things. It does not indicate what type of person you are, what type of leader you are, any of that kind of stuff. This is numbers and it's facts and it's information for us to then make decisions on. Okay. So your attrition rate is the number of people that drop off each month. What you need to do, if you have been in Plexus, say for 90 days, okay, if you've been in Plexus for 90 days, you want to look back at from the day you started adding people to now, okay, or to the end of last month, so 2 days ago. Pull that down line of people. You're going to sort it by join date. I'm recording this so y'all can go back to this later if you need to walk through it. Sort it by join date. And then I want you to go through and literally, I did this the other day with a bunch of people. I want you to pull it with your level ones and with your whole team. Okay, this is my level ones. So I pulled my list, I sorted it by join date, and then I drew lines across the different months so I could tell what month I was looking at. Okay, then I looked 30 days back, 60 days back, 90 days, 120, 150. I went back 6 months for myself because I had that much data. I have more data than that, but that was what I looked at. Okay, so I go back and I say, okay, in 30 days, from 30 days ago, from last month, looking at it today, how many of those people still have subs on? If they don't have a sub on, I marked them. If they had moved their sub out to a couple of months from now, I just wrote skip, but I made a note of it. Okay, so you mark how many of them have cut off their order. This is on your level ones. Then do the same thing for your team. So you can have an attrition rate for yourself and for your whole organization. So you can look and say, okay, if we added 10 people last month, and this month we have one person that's cut off, okay, then that's 10, is that a 10%, I guess, of my attrition rate right there, okay? Then I go to the next group of people, which is the people that have been with me for 60 days. Say 60 days ago, I added 10 people and 3 of those are cut off. So I know I've got a 30% attrition rate at 60 days. Is this making sense so far? You're just looking at those people. Then you go to 90 days, same thing. Okay. So for me, when I pulled this at the end, this was last month that I pulled it. So this does not count last month. Sorry, this was from March back for me. Okay. So from March back at 30 days, I had 14 people in the 30-day period that I had added, and 2 of them had cut off. At 60 days, I had only added one person that month, and that one person had cut off. At 90 days, I had added 3 people and none of them cut off. So in 6 months, I had added a total as I went, that was only 3 months. I went back a total of 6 months. In 6 months, I added a total of 30 people, 30 level ones. These are my level ones. In 6 months, I added 30 level ones, and I had 6 of them that were cut off. So that means my attrition rate is 20% for me personally. Then I can go and look at my team. I can look at individual legs on my team and see what their attrition rate is. This is good information to have. The average attrition rate for our business is 20 to 30%. 20 is to be expected, 30 is concerning. 20 is to be expected, 30 is concerning. You get above 30, you've got a hole in your boat and you need to find it. Okay, so again, information is numbers, guys, or numbers are information. They're giving us knowledge. Okay, so all that's doing is it's showing you, hey, how many days, if somebody does cut off, is it typically within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? How long is it taking them to cut off? And out of the people that have cut off, especially your level ones, because those are the ones you've had personal contact with, out of those level ones that cut off, why did they cut off? Think about what kind of interactions did I have with them? How much was I coaching them? Did I have a phone call with them? Was I just texting? Did I ever send them helpful information? Did I put them into a 3-way chat? Did we do a welcome call? Like, start thinking about those things, because if you can lower your attrition number, it's going to make this next part a whole lot better. Okay, so we're just going to work with the number 20 as 20% attrition, because that's average across the board. Okay, you always want to try to lower that, but we're just going to work with the number 20. Okay, now, so once you do that, the next thing you want to do is say, okay, I want to grow by X% per month. Okay, usually 10 to 15% is pretty good. That is like steady movement, steady rock and rolling. You're going up the hill. Okay. There are times when there's a special promotion or you're going for a certain goal or whatever that you may want to increase that a little bit. But on average, 10 to 15% growth, you're doing good. Okay. You're going to stay steadily growing. Remember, growth often in network marketing, growth doesn't happen like this. Okay, it does not happen like that. Normally, what it does is it kind of goes like this, and then all of a sudden it goes like that. And what happens is when it's going like this and it's just kind of growing a little bit at a time, that's when you're silver, senior silver, right? That's when you're at those ranks. Then all of a sudden you have more and more people building, and then bam, and it goes, okay? So don't expect this. That's not what you're going to get. So if we can have gradual 10% each month, stepping it up, eventually that 10% is a lot of people. Does that make sense? Okay, so pulling Miss Pam's numbers. Miss Pam last month had, we're just going to look at her points from last month. She had 102 points in April. Okay, so you can write this down so you know how to work it. Okay, she had 102 points in April. In March, the month before that, she had 120 points. Now, Miss Pam just started building her business. I do want to let you know as well, when you are just starting building your business, I know we have several people that experience really fast growth under Danielle's team, that if they look back at their 30, 60, 90-day numbers, their 60 and 90-day numbers are going to be higher than 30% on some of them. And that's because you guys were growing so fast and you didn't know what you were doing yet. So give yourself some grace on that. Okay. That's not bad. It's just, we got to learn, right? And you were learning. You'll notice for those of you that pull your numbers and are watching the recording, you pull your numbers and you see that, you'll notice that your attrition rate started going down the last couple of months. And because you were learning what to do. At first, y'all were just doing. Okay, so that's totally okay. I just want to give you that heads up on, especially on Danielle's legs. Okay, so now Miss Pam had 120 points in March, 102 in April. That's 15% attrition. So that's the number we're going to use for Miss Pam. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can just look at the calculator together. Okay, calculator. Now, Miss Pam had 102 points. We're just looking at points right this second, okay? So 102 points, if she's going to grow by 10%, right? That's 10 people, okay? I'm not going to worry about the 0.2s and all that stuff right now, okay? So that's 10, sorry, not 10 people, 10 points that she needs to grow if she's going to grow 10% this month, okay? So 10% growth, I'm going to write this down on my paper, is she needs to grow by 10 points. So that would have her points at 112 points. Everybody understand where I got that number? Okay. So that's 102 plus the 10, that's 112 points. I know math and some of this stuff is going to be like, y'all are going to glaze over. Don't glaze over. Hang with me. Okay. Now, with the 112 points, we want to look and say, okay, how many people is 102 people? Essentially, most of you are going to divide by 5 points because you're going to have levels 1, 2, and 3 in there. So it really may only be 6 points, maybe 5.5. We're just going to use 5. Okay. So if she had 102 points divided by 5 points each, that's 20 people. Okay. So we know we have a people number, we have a points number. I'm trying to see, I can't see the chat. If anybody has a question, y'all are gonna have to just unmute and ask me if anything, because I can't see the chat. Okay, so we have a people number, we have a points number. Next, sorry, I have to look back at my own notes just to make sure I'm trying to explain this clearly to you guys. Okay. So at 102 people, 102 points, if she had a 15% attrition, so we're going to say minus 102 minus 15% equals, okay, that is 86 people that she would have, 86 points. No, that's not right. 86 points that she would have left over. Sorry, there we go. So she would have 86 points at 100% attrition. Okay. She needs to get to 112 points, right? Because that's 10% growth. So we're going to say 112 minus 86 is 26. That's a 26 point difference. So we're going to take 26 points divided by 5 people. So that's 5.2 or 5 people. Okay. So essentially Pam, in order to grow and account for attrition, she would need to add 5 people to her team this month. Was that confusing enough for everybody? That's clear as mud, LaToya. Because again, what she was last month was 102. Where she wants to be is at 112. That's 10% growth. 102 to 112 is only 2 people at 5 points. Y'all with me? But when you figure in attrition, which could or could not happen, hopefully she'll be able to work on that and keep that number down. But we want to account for it. We want to make room for it. So with that attrition, she needs 5 people instead of 2. Clear as mud? Okay. So what I want you to do is you will go in, look at your points, see where you were last month, do a figure for 10% growth, see where you would be with 10% growth. That's your target point number. That's going to be your goal for the month, right? If that's what you're looking at. And then you can figure in for attrition and figure in for how many people that is. If you have problems doing this, I want you to call me and we'll walk through it together over the phone, okay? If you pull your number and you say, hey, LaToya, check and make sure this is right. I would love for you to try to do it first. hey, is this right, LaToya? And then I'll go in and look. Okay. So we want to do that. Now, when you do that, if you do that and you say, okay, so now let's look and see what that would be for Pam. Hold on, let me share my screen again. If Pam only grew at a 10% rate every month, only at 10%. So that means in, what is this? This is May, June, July. Yes. Okay. So in May, if she hit the 112, right? Then in June, if she grew another 10%, that would be plus 11 points. That would be 123. In July, she grew another 10%. That would be 12 points. That would be 135. And then if she grew another 10% in August, that would be 13 points. That would be 148, right? So she would be real close, within 2 points of hitting. No, she wouldn't be at senior gold yet, right? What is senior gold? Somebody tell me. That's 250. That's 250. Yeah. So she's going. So honestly, if Pam wanted to get to senior gold faster than that, she would need to do like 20%, for instance, right? So let's just say, let's just try that just to see what that is. So if we said times 20%, I just messed that up. Whoops. So times 20% on that would be 22 people. So that would be 134. Then times 20% on that would be 26. Would be 160. Times 20% on that would be 32. With me? So she's within 8 points. If she grew at 20% every month, and again, 20% every month, month over month, at a gold team is not unreasonable. 20% at an emerald team is a lot. 20% at a gold team is not unreasonable, okay? So she would be, by July, she would be at senior gold if she was just growing at 20%. And again, if her attrition stays lower, if she doesn't lose anybody 1 month, that number is going to jump higher. It's going to go faster. She may end, instead of ending this month at 134, she may end at 150 and then 20% on top. Are you with me? So all of that can change. Sorry, got choked. All of that can change. The thing you need to look at, and Pam, if I can use you as an example, the thing you would need to look at is, to this point, Pam has primarily got level ones. Several of you on the team are that way. You primarily have level ones. That means for you to continue to build, if you're having to look at adding, how many people was Pam having to add, did we say, for 10% growth? Does anybody remember here? 5 people. So if she's having to add 5 people, so if she did 20% growth, that's her adding 10 people herself this month. Is that harder for Pam to do by herself, or if she had 1 or 2 people going silver under her, right? So say she adds 5 people and 2 of those people go silver, she's got 11 people and she only had to add 5. Is that making sense? That's why duplication is so important. That's why helping your people get silver is so important. So when you start to look at your numbers, and again, numbers is knowledge, it's information. As you're getting that information, you can look and see, okay, what do I need to focus on? What do I need to do? So Pam's attrition rate is low. It's 15%. It's not bad. So she needs to focus on duplication. She needs to focus on getting people to silver on her level 1 this month. Because again, if she can have 5 people, get 2 of those to silver, she's grown 20% this month. Bam. Does that make sense? What questions do you guys have? So what I would like for you to do for your homework, okay, guys, take 15 minutes tonight. Just do it before you finish your call time tonight. Take 15 minutes, go through your numbers, see what you can figure out. All of you, besides Danielle, maybe you all have team sizes that you can do this within a matter of a few minutes. Okay. So pull your numbers, look at your numbers, and then evaluate again, just see, okay, what do these numbers say about my business? Am I duplicating? Am I adding enough new people? Then you're going to be able to look and say, okay, if I want to add 10 to 20% growth this month, what activities do I need to do to bring on X amount of people? So if Pam wants to grow by 20% this month and she needs to bring on 11 people, she needs to have activity that's going to match bringing on 11 people. So even if that's 5 level 1s and 2 of those getting to silver, right? She needs to have activity to match that. So how many people? So that means you have to break it down from there. If it's 5 people that she's going to bring on, get 2 of those to silver. That's her plan. If that's happening, then to get 5 people on, she probably needs to message a good 5 to 6 people each day of the week to close 1 person. So that by the end of the month, she's closed 5 people and 2 of those are silver. Is this making sense? So this is going to help you to know, here's what my activity needs to be. If attrition is a big thing for you, which some of you watching this and some of you watching the recording, attrition is your recruiting is not your problem. Attrition is your problem. If that's it, then you need to look and say, okay, how am I going to put a hold on that attrition? How am I going to keep people? How am I going to serve better and coach better and connect people and see what tools they need? Maybe I'm giving instructions in a different way. Maybe you just need to learn a new language. You need to watch some videos and see how to coach people on things. Maybe it's expectation levels when they're starting. They're not understanding expectation of what to get on the products. It could be a number of things, but explore that. As Megan says, get curious around that. Get curious around your number and say, okay, what could I do differently that may help this, that may bring this attrition number down? And that's going to help you to grow. So your numbers are going to set your tone and your intention for the month of May. Okay. So I'm excited about May. I've been praying a lot about May. I've been praying a lot about our team. And I really, truly believe May is going to be a time of training and duplication and putting structure in place, because the growth that is coming in June, July, August is going to be exponential. It's going to be huge. And we need to be ready for it. We need to be ready as leaders, and we need to be ready as a team with systems and some things in place. So Danielle and I are working really hard to make sure that you have everything you need in the way of the unpacking calls and the how to share calls, anything we can do to help you guys, especially because so many of our team work full time and we understand that that is a challenge. So we're trying to give you as many tools as we can to make this possible for you and to make it easier for you to duplicate and to educate yourself and your team. So if you think of anything that we can do that will help you, let us know. Otherwise, we are spending May training, equipping, putting structure in place, putting systems in place to prepare for the growth that is coming. Okay, so make sure you book your coaching call with me. If you have a certain time that you want to do calls, message me and say, hey, Latoya, every week at this time works for me. Is that work for you? And I will see if I can make myself available. I am full-time Plexus, guys. So you are my priority. I do not have another job that's taking priority over you. You are my priority. So let me know when you can meet. If you want to get with me, we can look at our schedules and we will go from there. And I love you. And I've gone 5 minutes over, but you guys are awesome. So before we dismiss real quick, let's pray really fast. Dear Lord, we just thank you so much for today, God. I thank you for this team. I thank you for the vision and the purpose, God, that you have placed in our lives, Lord, that we are truly setting things in place that are going to change our family trees. They're going to change the future for our children and for our grandchildren, Lord, that I don't even know where I heard it this week, but someone was saying that legacy is the proof of legacy is, it might've been on Power Hour. The proof of legacy is what your grandchildren do. That's the proof of your legacy. It's not what your children do, it's what your grandchildren do. So Lord, help us to build a legacy that is financial legacy and a legacy of servanthood and of loving well and serving well and enjoying life, Lord, and doing the things that you've called us to do, working in our zone of genius. Lord, we thank you that Plexus is an avenue and a tool of which to move things in your kingdom, Lord, and that you are strategically placing us where you want us to be, Lord, to fulfill our calls. And we just thank you, Lord. Just be with us as we go about the rest of our week. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. I love you guys. Have a good one.